It's almost like hibachi, my new griddle. It's like, have you ever been to Mongolian Grill? You remember that place in Oldsmar?
Yeah.
It's all over the country if you're listening.
Yeah. But it's a gas-fired...
Yeah, you like get all your raw meats together and you get it all together. It's almost like a buffet with raw stuff.
Yeah.
Then you bring it and they cook it right in front of you like that.
So you're replicating that at home?
I've replicated that at home. Yes,
awesome.
I have the griddle. I have it's a flat top. Like we're looking at grills and stuff, and this came across it when we were looking at grills, and I looked up YouTube videos of different recipes, and I was like, you can cook
anything, right?
Steak, you can cook pancakes, you can cook hibachi, you can cook anything on this, and a lot at the same time.
Yeah, this is not an infomercial for flat top grills.
It's not. I just was really eager to tell Dave about this.
Well, let me ask, does it have the normal, is there a regular portion of where it has a grill section, or is it all flat top?
I mean, define regular. No, it's all flat top.
Not regular,
right after the show, I'm going to show you this because it is fascinating.
Could you make me a pancake and a steak?
I was going to say, let's have some after show bacon. But it's great. I mean, I love it. It's like I said, it's a flat top. Like you can literally cook anything.
Well, I'm so mad at you now because why isn't there bacon here in front of me?
Because I want to give you a taste, leave you wanting more.
I'm drooling like my dog does when she's looking at me.
And I think it would go well for your low carb diet. We're not going to get into your diet again.
No, we don't want to do diet stuff. Exactly. We're not going to do diet posting.
And
so I'm thrilled. I cannot wait to get into that now. If you're really going to make me bacon one day, that would be a dream come true. I will. And it's got a nice grease tray. It just rolls right off and goes into the tray. And what have you made on it?
I love
so
this
far?
thing. Like I said, that I did. Like we replicated that Mongolian barbecue. We made.
You weren't kidding.
Tacos / fajita type things, burgers we've made so far. What else have we made? Made steak tonight with asparagus and onions and mushrooms. Like 3 different things were going at once.
So it's like you have your own little diner.
Yeah,
at home.
It's true.
That's sweet.
I can fire up the grill, honey.
Yeah,
if you want some.
You make your breakfast
pancakes.
Yeah, you can make any meal there.
Yeah, we did breakfast one morning.
You don't even need a kitchen anymore.
No.
That's awesome.
We got it. It's Thursday right now, and we've cooked on it every day, and we got it last Friday.
Nice.
So
good for you.
Yeah,
I'm thrilled.
Pretty dope. So I really wanted to share that with you and the show. I wanted to say it on the show.
That's good news. We had a little bit of bad news with our. If anybody cares about hockey, we're from Tampa, and the Lightning really had a brutal loss last night.
Well, it's hard to win any games when you don't score any goals.
Generally, from what I understand of sports is that you want to score, and then you want to score more than the other team. If you do that, you will win.
Yes, if you get more of those points, yes. Hockey, baseball, basketball.
Yeah, it's a principle that applies to all sports, I think.
I mean, if it was 4-0 in golf, then the 0 person would be great.
Okay,
but
so
this is not golf. Yeah. 2 shutouts in a row, but I really thought this was their year, the Tampa Bay Lightning. It really felt like it, especially with the way they came back against the Capitals after being down 2-0 to go up 3-2.
Well, the really frustrating thing for me for Game 7 was that they didn't score a goal, but they really should have scored many goals. So to get shut out sucks. When you're playing bad, that sucks. But when you're actually doing really well,
right,
and there's chances in front of you, and you cannot, it becomes just like the bounce of the puck, I guess, like you said earlier. So that's frustrating. I know a lot. Hockey is not everybody likes hockey. I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know what the overlap between movie fans and hockey fans is. Maybe not too much.
Yeah, probably not. But I think there's more than you'd think.
Okay.
Especially when you take someone to a game who's not really familiar with it, it seems like that's when people are hooked. Is when they actually go see a game live.
Yeah, it's quite the experience. To see it.
Exactly. And honestly, I mean, not that. I've wanted the Lightning to do good ever since I moved here in 2005. Like it's fun to root for the home team, but it is a lot more fun to root for a team when they're doing good and winning. And so I think that's what really drew me to them this year. Is just it's fun to watch because they're winning. When you don't want to see a team lose all the time.
No, absolutely not. So we're looking forward to next season and see what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, folks. Yeah. Sorry for
a little indulgence here,
food and hockey, but there That's us.
Speaking of indulgent, there are 2 movies that are highly indulgent but really hilarious. The 2 Deadpool movies.
Yes,
they're just so unique.
Yeah.
Really crazy, really just self-referential, and I think you were saying also they break that fourth wall, and we were talking in prep. They're just so much fun. I love the first one. Did you like the first one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. Yes.
I wasn't too thrilled the first time I saw the previews, it didn't get me excited, but it was hilarious, a lot of fun.
Yeah. Did you see the first one in the theater?
I did not.
Okay.
I think I saw it in Blu-ray, and then I saw it again. So I saw it once, and then saw it again. I saw Deadpool 2 on Saturday. I think I watched the first one just the day before on Friday.
Yeah.
So much fun.
And not to get on a tangent, but seeing a comedy in theaters, like it's so much more fun. Like I'm starting to realize this more and more. To see a comedy in theaters, it's just because you got everyone laughing at the same time. It's just it adds to the experience. I think I saw Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates. I got a screener for that one time. The one with Zac Efron and the guy from Workaholics.
Yeah, that looked terrible.
Yeah, well, I was excited to see it, and I saw it at the theater. I was dying laughing, stomach hurt, and then I saw it again at home, and it's just wasn't the same. But I think it's just that theater experience allows you to enjoy them more. I mean, not that you can't enjoy them, no, obviously there's comedies that are great at home, but
I think there's absolutely something to that. And there was actually a couple of times in the movie theater where I was the loudest one laughing.
I don't hate that, but it's I a couple times I was the only I wasn't loud about it, but I laughed at one part where no one else did. I was like, okay, we're not laughing here.
That happens. But it's fun. And these movies are so different because they make fun of comic book heroes,
right? Yeah,
but it's still he sort of has the character has a journey as a comic book hero. Yeah, right. Sort of accidental.
Exactly. Ryan Reynolds, I think, is just perfect for this role. Are you a Ryan Reynolds guy?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
I find some things he's a bit annoying, like the Van Wilder stuff is just a bit too much.
Yeah, because he's like so cocky and I don't know. I can see that.
He's like really like passive aggressive. It's like, all right. Someone just needs to punch this guy. He's so obnoxious. But I do like his stuff.
Right, yeah.
There's the one that one movie he has with Anna Faris. I've seen that one a million
Just Friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, that's a staple in this house, to just constantly go back to.
And he has another one, which I can't remember, where he's trying to connect with telling his daughter the story of how he...
Not Love Actually. Why do I want to say that? No, it's yep. I know it's on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, I know.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's more like heartfelt. Yeah. It's more of a serious role for him.
But he's hilarious, so he can do a bit. He has some range.
Yeah,
but he is hilarious as Deadpool. Yeah, like just unbelievably funny.
Definitely. And this was, I think it was Deadpool was the highest rated or highest grossing rated R movie ever, or maybe just the opening weekend, something like that.
I believe it because I was checking the AMC app, looking at because we both have Movie Pass, but you can't buy ahead, and it was tough to find a seat.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I had to see it. I saw it Tuesday night, and on the way home for work, I actually bought tickets. Like it was like 6 o'clock. I went and bought tickets on my way home from work, like for the 9:30 show, and then came home and then went out and saw it. And by the time I checked, and there was like no seats left, so I'm glad I did that.
I basically did the same thing. Yeah, I went like in the morning on Saturday.
Right,
checked in on the app.
I'm glad it at least allows you to do that. Yeah,
it's still kind of a pain, but at least it's something. I wish they would work something out where, like, if you don't show. Or if they have some way of like, if you don't check back in, you like can't watch that movie anymore, or something like that. I would like to, just for a way to like allow me to reserve it, and like, so if I don't, I know they want to fill the seat. So if I don't do it, then I like get dinged in some way. I don't know, maybe that's a compromise.
Yeah, that's true.
Or you just have to make 2 trips to the theater, I guess.
Right. But yeah, I mean, obviously loved the first one, and then this one, I after seeing the previews, like I was excited for it. I just wasn't that eager to go see it. Just the previews, like it was going to be like an ensemble more. Like he was, in the previews they were adding more people to the team and stuff, and I just wasn't that interested. Just trailer wise, but
I don't think I was either.
Yeah,
but I think this movie is better than the first one.
Me too.
I enjoyed it more. Now, also before we get too far, how do we want to handle spoilers on this? Because this is
let's just get again like with their Infinity War, just give our general thoughts at first, and then we'll get into some spoilers after that and give people fair warning.
Okay, we will do that. So we kind of we pick up here back almost where we left off, sort of.
Yeah, I'd say so. It basically he's more established in this universe. He's fighting crime and getting the bad guys and everything like that. Right away, you feel that this movie is going to be more. I don't want to say darker tone, but I feel like it had more emotion to it.
Yeah.
And not at the beginning, but it does have more heart to it, which, you know, is more towards the end of the film, which I enjoyed.
Yeah, I also thought this, I don't think this is super spoiler, but this one really doesn't have a villain.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
There's no main boss. It's not like, well, like there was the Francis guy from the first one who was the doctor.
Ajax, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah.
I just called him Francis because that's what he kept calling him.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He kept taunting him with it. Yeah. I didn't really care for that character all that much. I find the actor irritating.
Mm-hmm.
He played... he was in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, where
Dario.
his character got replaced or whatever.
Yeah,
the actor was replaced. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I recognize him from. But yeah, he definitely looks like a bad guy.
Yeah, but
he's just got that face.
Yeah, but I didn't really care for really their dynamic all that much. I mean, it was like kind of a revenge thing.
Right.
This one really takes a different path, and he picks up. We have the X-Men stuff. How funny is that when he goes to the X-Men house?
That's great. I love Colossus. He's great.
Yeah, he's great. This is like I think I've said a lot of negative stuff about X-Men movies.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want to just consider Deadpool as X-Men movies.
Yeah.
And let's not do the other. Let's not do the Beast. Let's not do all these other weird characters. Let's just do this.
Well, that's part of the breaking the fourth wall. Like, I like how they kind of make fun of it in a way. Like, oh, we can't afford these characters, so we just get you, Colossus, and
well, you know,
other chick.
I'll take a Deadpool movie over a crappy X-Men movie.
Yeah,
any
absolutely.
day of the week.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
So
I think that's great that it does make fun of it and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, for you non-spoiler folks, if you haven't seen the movie, go see it because it's hard to talk about this without getting into spoilers. So I really enjoyed this movie, and you know, I think you should go see it if you haven't.
So we're gonna.
Is that okay? Yeah, let's just go into spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, turn it off and go see it, and then come back and listen to our spoiler review. But anyways,
His girlfriand dies in the first 2 minutes.
I know.
Right? That's what
How's that for a spoiler for you?
She's dead.
Yeah, I was actually very surprised at that. It caught me off guard.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't expecting it, but you know, for a series that really will kill and maim and destroy anyone, you kind of just need to expect it, I guess.
And I didn't even realize that there hadn't been credits yet by that time. Like, it seemed like the movie had went on for a while.
Yeah,
and then after that, it was like, whoa, wow.
Well, it was at least like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, yeah, they didn't do the credits. And then after that, the credits, like, they still are able to make it jokey and, you know, even after that emotional moment.
He teams up with Mohinder, the cab driver.
Right.
He's his getaway man now. That's just cool. So, yeah, he went and destroyed, trying to catch some guy and shooting up all these people, ends up back. And I guess they followed him back to his apartment. Is that basically what happened?
Yeah.
Tried to kill everybody, didn't quite get everybody. He gets a bullet off and kills her. It's a nice dynamic going on here.
Right.
Like you said, there's real emotion in this film. And he kind of like reaches out to her as from the grave, or they connect.
Yeah, I liked that. That was very unique how they did that. You know, every time, because he regenerates and stuff. So every time he dies,
and they come to like in their apartment or wherever they are, and they talk to each other. It's really kind of nice, kind of beautiful in its own crazy, insane way.
Yeah,
he gets. There's just so much stuff to laugh at that, you know, that I laughed for 2.5 hours, or whatever long, you know,
so entertaining. Like, it's just oops, 1 second.
And we get Cable for
Josh Brolin.
And you think he's the bad guy, and he's not.
Right. Yeah. I thought I didn't know how they were going to handle it, because at first, you like you said, you think he's the bad guy, and it's just like, where are they going to go from here?
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I think he had good motivation as to why he was doing what he was doing.
Absolutely.
And even the kid, Fire Fist, I thought he was really good. He was in a little indie film back in 2016 with Sam Neill called The Hunt for the Wilder People.
Okay.
And it takes place in New Zealand, and he kind of just goes off on the run with Sam Neill. It's a comedy, dramedy, but that kid is the star of the show in that movie.
Really?
And he's very funny, and it's definitely check that one out, because it's really good.
He was good in this. He was thought did well. He was a good he was a good prison buddy, and he's got his his prison wallet where
Yeah.
he stores things.
Yep.
Never heard that term before.
I haven't either. Prison wallet. I got to make a shank.
Just stores things in his ass.
Exactly. But yeah, I need to see it more to be able to like say the certain quotes. But yeah,
There's so many lines.
Yeah, exactly.
There's like a gag every minute, you know.
Right, but they do establish, right away about him, wanting to do something good, because he's been the anti-hero up to this point. He's not really a superhero per se. He's just a guy that's out, for revenge in the first one, and then this one, I think it's truly him, forming into a hero.
Yeah, I think this is a nice way of handling this character who's basically a goof off
Right.
and just stupid and obnoxious and funny. But what do you do with this guy, right? What do you do with
Right.
him? So what they decide to do is to give him a heart,
Right.
I guess, in a way, or have him grow a heart or have him grow a conscience.
Yep.
Because what he had, there was really no consequence to
Right.
anything that he did. And but they find a way to do that. One, they take away his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And then two, he sort of has a mission. She sort of tells him, I don't know what she tells him, but he figures out that he needs to do something.
Yeah.
Find your something. I don't know what
Your
she said.
heart
Find
is your heart is somewhere, and he realizes that his heart is where this kid is or whatever. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Right, this kid, he's a mutant and he has just fire hands, and he's kind of he's at this facility for mutants, and they're being abused and all this stuff. He breaks out. That's how they first meet. That was funny.
Yeah.
And it's basically it's just to turn this kid. Well, yeah, we learned about Cable.
Yeah.
Is Cable has traveled back in time to avenge the death of his family, who was caused by an older version of this kid,
Right.
who blew up, burned the house.
Because the kid is off for revenge on the people at the mental institute,
Right.
or the
He's just a-
mutant institution.
Yeah, general anger and violent, destructive issues.
we learn that Cable says he gets a taste for it once he is able to kill him.
So it was nice.
Yeah, I think the story was done very well. I think it's smart.
Not typical at all.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was very unique. And again, the stuff when, it's going back and forth, when he quote unquote dies, he goes back to her and he can't quite get to her. Like,
nice.
I think that's such a nice touch. And
know.
especially at the end, which, we'll talk about, more stuff before the end. But the end, like when they're doing that slow Take On Me song.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like when he finally can touch her and embrace her.
A
like,
really nice moment.
Yeah,
he
it really is.
goes through, and then he is like, he goes back to normal Ryan
Right,
Reynolds.
yeah.
And he's like, I want to stay. And she's like, it's not time yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was great. And that's what I liked really about this one more too, is just seemed like the first one was just everything was just all jokes all the way through, which is fine, it's fun.
It was all nonsense, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas this, brought the heart into it and the emotion and
Yeah.
which,
But there was plenty of nonsense.
yeah,
in this film.
absolutely. Trust me.
When he gets his legs blown off. And he's
oh
got his
my
little
God.
Baby legs, and then he uncrosses his legs in front of Cable to reveal this growing little penis.
He
thing.
basic instinct you. That's his basic instinct. Oh my God, that was I was dying.
Yeah, that
so
was
good.
hilarious.
I even love when he first runs into Cable in the prison, and Cable's like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm Batman." For some reason, that really made me laugh so hard.
I thought that was hilarious.
It's just like so random, and they just kept going with the scene, like they didn't make a big deal about it. It was just
Well, the
so
guy
great.
he's got an answer for everything. I mean, he's literally on the verge of death, and he's just got a smart response for everything.
Speaking on the verge of death, I love when he's quote unquote dying. And he's like, this is how it feels to go. And like, he keeps coming back like he thinks he's dead. And
The
he's not.
longest non-death scene of all time, basically,
Exactly.
right?
Oh, so good.
Another favorite moment was the team that he assembled.
Oh, yes.
What the heck is going on here?
Oh my God, that's so great. Well, 'cause I love when TJ Miller gets captured and like basically just tells his whole plan. You think I'm going to tell you their plan? Well, I will. Or
He does the lightest. Cable gives him the lightest threat of physical violence. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, we don't need to do that. I'll just tell you everything.
exactly. But yeah, the team he assembles. Oh my God, so great. Well, that's
before we-
So that's why.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to just before we jump off TJ. Do you have any thoughts on him as he like went weird.
Yeah, he went weird. He got the sexual harassment allegations against him.
He called in a joke bomb threat.
Yes,
this guy can like go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately.
He's like in trouble with the FBI right now. He was apprehended by the FBI.
And I think he's not going to be in any more Deadpools, right?
Yeah, I think that was going to happen either way because of the Me Too stuff.
And he's off Silicon Valley. I don't know if you watch that show. He's really funny in that. So he's like the guy I think he's like in a downward spiral, which I kind of like. I enjoy him.
Yeah, he's definitely funny. I mean, he's talented and everything.
But I guess if you're a piece of garbage, you're a piece of garbage.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean.
But anyway, yeah. So go ahead.
So I mean, as I was saying in the beginning of the show, how I wasn't too excited because they were going to spend so much time assembling this team, and that's what it seemed like. And we were going to have to get to know these characters, but they get this team together, and then they all die. It's so great.
I really love. The guy, I forget his name, Rob Delaney, I think his name.
Oh, right. Yeah, Rob Delaney plays
he is
Paul or something, Peter or something.
They give him he's got a headshot, and they're like, you don't look like your headshot. Because he's like, I don't know. He's like thin, he has like the slick back hair.
And I think he has no mustache.
Right. He shows up like fat with a mustache and different hair. He looks like a total dad, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Peter, yep.
And they all have to jump out of this plane. Everyone's terrified.
Right.
There's this joke, this gag about a high wind advisory.
Right. I think that's what TJ Miller gives away to cable.
Deadpool doesn't care, and then they all just, one guy hits wires.
Wires, yeah, which is the Vanisher, who you see a brief glimpse. Did you notice who he was?
I missed.
It was Brad Pitt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was a brief shot of Brad Pitt. He was the Vanisher.
Oh, totally missed that.
Yeah, and he's actually credited as the Vanisher. And also another cameo was Matt Damon. When Cable first appears in the present day, that there's these two rednecks talking by a truck.
He's in there?
He's one of those rednecks.
Really?
Yeah. And the other redneck is Alan Tudyk, who voiced K2SO.
Oh, wow.
And he's from like Firefly and things
I know
like
who he is.
that.
Yeah. Blonde guy,
so
right?
Yeah, random cameos.
That's hilarious.
So yeah.
But all these guys, they die in the most horrific...
Wood chipper.
And then Rob Delaney he's the one that actually lands. He's like, oh, great. And wait, how did he die?
I think when he was trying to pull out Sarsgaard, or the guy who spits acid.
Oh, yeah.
He was the clown from It, by the way.
Yeah.
He's trying to pull him out, and I think he just gets his arms cut off, maybe? I forget, but...
Oh, he spits the acid at him. That's what it is.
Oh,
and
right.
Disintegrates his body.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I love right before they're jumping out of the plane, like Deadpool's yelling at Peter, and then he whispers to him, I'm just doing that for show. I'll take care of you, Sugar Bear.
Not a chance.
And he just loves Peter. I love it. Yeah, it's just so fun. Like, here we are just quoting. I mean, that's how fun. I want to go see it again. Just because it's, just such a fun movie.
I know. I was tempted when you told me that you were there at like 2 nights ago.
I know, yeah. Well, yeah, because remember how I said I got my tickets?
Yeah.
Well, the other one was for my wife, and she couldn't go because the kids were up, and she wanted me to at least go because we got the tickets, so not to waste them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was annoying because MoviePass doesn't allow you. But anyways, but yeah, Josh Brolin is great.
He's really good.
I love Josh Brolin. He's just so cool. Especially after coming off Thanos, and now this is just, and now he's gonna have Sicario 2 coming out in June.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
I just listened to an old, or no, it's actually new. An episode of Mark Maron he was just on.
Okay.
Which is great. Made me like him even more. He's just such a cool dude.
Seems like it. Yeah. Very chill, very calm.
Yeah, exactly. And
there's like a slowness to him,
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out that episode of WTF with Mark Maron.
I don't want to promote another podcast.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's a competitor.
Yeah, he really is.
We're coming for him.
We don't want him taking away our listeners.
Exactly. But yeah, love Josh Brolin. Just liked his storyline, and yeah, I mean,
this is one of the most fun I've had at a theater in a really long time.
I mean, it's obviously coming off of Avengers, which is a more of an emotional movie, and just I think is a better film. But this is just fun, entertaining, and
this is what going to see a movie in the summer is all about to me.
Yeah, exactly. This is your blockbuster movie right here.
Yeah, because in the end, I loved Infinity War, and it is a better movie, but you don't always need these kinds of universe-ending stakes.
Right. Yeah.
You know, because it wears on you a bit.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is just we've got a little problem. We're bringing people together, and it's a nice small thing. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's what I like about Deadpool too. Is just like it's smaller stakes. You know, it's not just it's not saving the world at all. Like it's just this guy trying to be a better person, be a better hero, and that's me digging for deeper meaning in this movie, but. It is just fun time at the theater.
They did that, though. They pulled that off in this movie. They showed you a bit of heart and
without being too corny.
Not at all. Yeah. It was actually really good. Because, I think that was established in the first one, clearly. I mean, there was that, too, when he got sick, I guess, in the first one.
That's true.
There was a good 10, 15 minutes of seriousness in that movie. And so they played that up here. Really good. They moved this character along beautifully, I think. And do you know what the plans are next for Deadpool?
They had talked about an X-Force movie, which is that team, he assembled in this movie. I would assume they'd do more with the Domino character, the chick from Atlanta.
She's Lucky?
Lucky, the Lucky one. Zazie Beetz is the actress's name.
That's a heck of a talent.
I imagine they kept her around for a reason.
Seemed like it, yeah.
So, I think they're going to do more with that. I think in interviews, Ryan Reynolds said, maybe there won't be a Deadpool 3. He doesn't know, but...
Seems like they kind of put all these together, these characters together, at least if they want to.
Right.
Well, I mean, judging by the success of this, it'd be hard to imagine that they wouldn't.
And actually, I do take that back a little. I know that Josh Brolin is actually signed on to do like 4 movies, so which doesn't always mean that that'll happen. Yeah. That doesn't mean that'll always happen. It's just, he is signed on for 4 movies. So technically, if
something comes up, then you're like, hey, you're with it.
You're contractually, that word.
That's the
obligated.
word that they'll use, yeah.
Contractually.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I just love this movie. I thought it was really good. I had a lot more fun with it than I thought I would.
That's about all I had on it. Do you have a rating on this one? I didn't really write one down, but I can think of one.
I give it 3 stars.
Okay.
And 4.5 buckets of popcorn.
Yeah, I think I'm there, and I'm gonna say maybe 2.5 stars.
Yeah, I was leaning towards that too.
And 5 buckets.
Oh man,
I was entertained.
Is this your first 5-er?
I think first 5 bucketer. Yeah.
What have you given a 5-star to?
I think I gave 5 stars to. I think Dunkirk. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And there was another one. It'd be amazing if I could remember our episodes.
Yeah,
but
one day.
Maybe Amadeus flirted with a 5-star.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I don't think I gave it 5.
Yeah,
but this is my first 5 popcorn, and I think it is absolutely right there. It may be one of the most entertaining, if not the most entertaining movie I've ever seen. Honestly, it's from nonstop, and maybe it's that theater experience that you mentioned earlier, which really aids in it. So maybe if I saw it at home, it wouldn't quite be that way.
Right.
But I walked out really just exceeding my expectations.
Well, and what it has in its favor again is just it not taking itself too seriously. It's just it is what it's supposed to be.
It makes fun of, but then does which is nice.
Well, and I even like how they call out certain things, like when Cable says, "I have enough power to get back," to get here and then to get back home, and then Deadpool looks at the camera. Well, that's lazy writing. They call it out. Like it's just like, well, you can't hate on that now because. They're calling themselves out anyway, so it's like
because it makes you think because like they obviously all these constraints that the characters have been it's been written that way, right? So we can just change it, right? Let's just give them a 3rd charge. I was putting it like that. It's just if he like grabs a script and like 2 charges, 3 charges,
there you go.
Then you're good. Like I got another one,
right? So yeah, I mean, because that even when at the end when he was like going back in time and seemed like he was saving certain things, I was like, oh, here's the cop out here, but it's like this movie deserves a cop out. Like it doesn't matter. Like it's making fun of itself, and again, I think this movie and another movie really can't do much wrong.
No, not at all. I have one more thing to mention. Oh, confession, sort of. Mm-hmm. I didn't see the end credits for this one either.
There wasn't one after the credits. There was a couple during.
Okay.
But I waited till after the credits and there was nothing.
Well, there was nothing?
Yeah, not after the credits. No. So did you see anything?
No, when the credits came on, I said I want to go home.
You're like,
I'm out.
Let's go.
Because I figured I'd just look it up on YouTube later or something. I haven't.
Oh, okay. So I
missed all of it.
So the first one, he's like going back in time and changing a bunch of things. Like when Peter first lands, he goes back and tells him just to run away now. Go.
Oh,
just
really?
go. I'm saving you, Sugar Bear, something like that.
Oh, so he made up for
and
it.
he does certain things like that. How did this movie end? Did his girlfriend come back? I'm trying to think if that was in the end credits or not.
That must have been an end credit because we didn't see her.
But I don't know if it technically was her back. I don't know.
You go back in
I guess
time
I have to
and-
see it again. He goes back in time, but like in a jokey way. So I don't know if it's like
Isn't
to be serious.
was
I
that
don't know.
actually? I thought I read something that goes back to when the guy shot her and then he actually got him with the knife.
Yes, that does have. So okay, so that was in the credits then, because I'm just
That didn't
trying to
happen in the
remember
movie.
what happened at the end of the movie. Oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned Juggernaut. I freaking love
Oh, yeah.
Juggernaut. I've from the comics and just action figures when I was a kid. I always loved Juggernaut, and even in that arcade game. I was
remember
just
the
so excited
X-Men
when
arcade game,
Yeah, I was so excited when Juggernaut showed up. I was so glad that they incorporated him and Colossus fighting.
Juggernaut
was so awesome.
Juggernaut had a really kind of weird demise there. You got
Yeah,
a live
exactly.
wire stuck up his ass and then thrown into a pool.
Well, that's how the movie ends. It's like just them, and the camera zooming out, and you see Juggernaut start to climb out of the pool.
Oh, so he didn't die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think Colossus even mentions that, like, we only got a few more minutes before gets out of his thing.
okay.
So. But yeah, Juggernaut, just glad I mentioned that. But
Great stuff.
Yeah,
Outstanding
definitely.
movie. Glad, happy to talk on this one. I hope you all enjoy it. If you lasted this far and haven't seen it, you definitely need to go see it.
yeah,
But,
well, we
outstanding
gave
movie.
away so much, but even,
know.
this movie,
Doesn't
even
really
if you know
matter.
the spoilers,
Yeah.
you're still going to laugh and have
Yeah.
a good time. So.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that is our review of Deadpool, the sequel, Deadpool 2.
Loved it.
Yep, me too, man. All right, folks. Well, follow us on Twitter at BlockbusterCast. Follow us on YouTube, iTunes, things like that. You can follow me at BCCord.
I'm at Dave_Quist, and I ended up getting into this whole thing about this Twitter ruling on the public forum. I'd say
Yeah, I saw that.
I just ended up getting sucked into it. Well, it's more of a Twitter issue, I think. So this debate of what is Twitter? Is it a public forum? Does it mean that everyone has the right to use it? And then how do we access that? I don't know. It just sounded interesting to me. And then
Maybe we'll get into that in the next episode
I
of
definitely
Blockbuster
hope not.
Mentality. All right, folks. Well, that is it for us. For Davo, I'm Ben Secord. And as always, grab some popcorn, grab some snacks. We'll catch you guys
at the movies.